Are you looking for 10 beautiful Italian cities to visit? Make your upcoming ride to Italy an exciting, magical, and remarkable one through including stops to those stunning Italian towns in your tour itinerary. From the historical records of Rome to the country splendor of Alghero, the towns of Italy are available all shapes and sizes. Glorious structure, scrumptious meals, electric-powered nightlife, and secluded seashores can all be observed in Italy, making it a rustic vacationers from all around the international can fall in love with. Guided through a local writer, allow us to scale this wondrous land and take a whirlwind excursion of 15 of Italy's maximum-like towns. Some you'll have heard of, and others are gemstones ready to be located. Here's the list of 10 beautiful Italian cities to visit. 1. Rome, Italy's capital town is in crucial prevent while visiting to the country. Bearing witness to the passing of time, a stroll round Rome's town middle is sort of a stroll through the centuries, with exceptionally well-preserved ruins from the ancient Roman instances towering over you, to be popular lots of years later, amongst more recent homes that faded in comparison. There's a good deal to find out in Rome, from the famed Colosseum or Fontana di Trevi to hidden little squares and active neighborhoods. Discovering the ancient middle is a must, and make certain now no longer to overlook the Piazza Navona, Piazza Venezia, Piazza del Popolo, through Dei Fori Imperiali, Circo Massimo, and the numerous stunning church buildings. Explore the cobblestone streets of the Monte community with its antique shops and flea markets. Cross for lunch in Campo de Fiori, and prevent for a night drink in Trastevere, and of Path. As soon as in Rome, you get the hazard to go to a rustic with inside the country, Vatican, St. Peter's Chapel, and the Vatican museums are must-see locations in Rome. But in terms of museums, you could additionally need to test out Galleria Borghese and Museo di Castel Sant'Angelo. Plan to spend at the least 5 days in Rome for a hazard to find out maximum of its records and culture, and don't overlook to strive the conventional Roman dishes. 2. Milan, much smaller than Rome, the Italian capital of style, Milan, has a lot to offer, in particular in terms of nightlife, museums, and meals. The image of the town is the Duomo, a Gothic cathedral with inside the coronary heart of Milan, and one of the maximum iconic locations in Italy. Right subsequent to the Duomo, you may buy groceries with inside the famed buying middle, Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Aside from the Duomo, different must-see points of interest in Milan are the 15th century Sforza Castle, the Royal Palace of Milan, and Pinacoteca di Brera, wherein you may see a number of the maximum well-known artwork with inside the International. In the Church of Santa Maria del Grazie, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you may respect Leonardo's Last Supper. 3. Venice, known as Italy's maximum romantic town, Venice is surely one of the maximum precise Italian locations to go to. Built over 100 islands, the town is a cobbled net of canals and bridges, with the primary method of transportation being stunning canal boats. The town is split into 6 major regions, referred to as sestrari. These contain of San Marco, the coronary heart of the town, and wherein you'll discover the primary vacationer points of interest: Canergio, with its Jewish community; San Polo, with the well-known Rialto Bridge; Casello, domestic to Basilica dei Santi Giovanni e Paolo; Dorsaguro, the active and hip pupil community with many museums; and Santa Croce, the handiest sestriere linked to the mainland through land transportation. The pleasant manner to discover Venice is through foot, crossing its iconic bridges as you discover. These consist of the Bridge of Sighs, which used to present prisoners one ultimate glimpse of the town as they have been taken to jail, and the wonderful Bridge of Rialto, coated with shops. St. Mark's Rectangular is the maximum famous spot in Venice, surrounded through many famous points of interest like St. Mark's Basilica, the Doge's Palace, and the Clock Tower. 4. Florence. A ride to Italy might be incomplete without some days in Florence, Tuscany. Italy's like town of artwork, Florence is the area to move in case you need to go to museums, find out a good deal of Italy's artwork and culture, and drink right wine. Home to the 3rd biggest church with inside the International, Cattedrale di Santa Maria del Fiore, or truly Duomo di Florence, Florence showcases stunning examples of Gothic and Renaissance structure. Visit Giotto's Bell Tower for a view over Florence, and walk on Ponte Vecchio to test out the shops. Discover Palazzo Vecchio as soon as the seat of the Medici family, and of Path spend an afternoon on the Uffizi Gallery, domestic of the most important Renaissance artwork series with inside the International. Florence is likewise the birthplace of the well-known poet Dante Alighieri, whose residence is now a museum that you may go to. If you desire to spend a while outdoors, you may cross for a stroll alongside the appropriate Arno River or discover the stunning Boboli Gardens, complete with Renaissance sculptures and fountains, just like the excellent Neptune Fountain, and Isolado's Basin with Perseus on horseback. That is a night stroll you'll in no way overlook. 5. Verona. You might also additionally have heard of Verona through Romeo and Juliet, the well-known Shakespeare play. Juliet's balcony, which scenes with inside the film Letters to Juliet, is one of the major points of interest with inside the town. However, all of Verona is indexed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its structure. Juliet's balcony. Verona has a notably wealthy ancient Roman heritage, lesser acknowledged than in Rome, as it isn't in simple site. While there are Roman technology homes, together with the arena or Porta Borsari, maximum of the Roman homes lie nearly intact underground. Many big homes actually have cellars constructed inside historical Roman structures. In 1117, a big earthquake destroyed among the early medieval homes in Verona, which have been later rebuilt in Romanesque style. Piazza dell'Erbe, constructed on pinnacle of the historical website online of the Roman Forum, is taken into consideration most of the maximum stunning squares in Italy. For a night of wine, awesome meals, and looking the sunset, it's miles a must-go-to place of the town. 6. Siena. Siena is a medieval town with inside the Tuscany location, simply south of Florence. With an ancient middle that became indexed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Siena is packed with lovely church buildings, slender streets with colorful homes, and exquisite squares. Siena Cathedral is an outstanding instance of Gothic Romanesque structure courting again to the 12th century, and one of the main points of interest with inside the town. Piazza del Campo, with the Palazzo Pubblico and the Torre del Mangia, is one of the best medieval squares in Europe, and the area wherein the Palio di Siena takes area. The Palio is a horse race typically held 2 times a year, wherein riders representing 10 of the town's 17 contrada race across the rectangular. The contrada are districts created at some stage in the Middle Ages, every of them with the call of an animal or image. Although the districts have been an area in different towns in Italy, Siena is the handiest Italian town nonetheless retaining this tradition. 7. Naples. Naples is the area to visit. Strive conventional, culinary heartwarming meals, and scrumptious candies, getting a flavor of the active Italian spirit with inside the process. The third maximum populous town in Italy, after Rome and Milan, Naples has a protracted and charming records. It became first settled through Greeks across the 6th century BC, while it became one of the maximum crucial towns of the Magna Graecia. Naples' ancient middle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, packed with landmarks together with Piazza del Plebiscito, the Royal Palace of Naples, the beach 12th century egg castle, an Italian Castel dell'Ovo, and Castel Nuovo, additionally called the Maschio Anguino, in the community of Vomero, constructed on a hilltop close to the ancient middle. Castel Sant'Elmo gives lovely perspectives of the town, the port of Naples, and Vesuvius. Via Chiaia, close to Piazza del Plebiscite, is the cross to Buying Street. It is coated with high-style shops, boutiques, and gelato shops. Under the town, you may discover an problematic community of tunnels, packed with ruins courting again to the Roman technology. You can handiest go to those regions through taking a guided excursion of Naples underground. In the northern part of the town, you may discover a sequence of catacombs together with San Gaudioso and San Gennaro. 8. Salerno. Just an hour south of Naples, Salerno is a beach town in Campania, as soon as a crucial port of the Mediterranean. With a protracted records courting again to Roman instances, Salerno is packed with a mixture of medieval and Baroque church buildings and homes. In reality, it has one of the pleasant preserved ancient facilities with inside the country. The seafront promenade, Lungomare Triste, is taken into consideration one of the maximum stunning in Italy. Atop a hill now no longer some distance from the ancient middle, a ride to Arechi's fortress will praise you with perspectives of the whole Gulf of Salerno. In addition, Minerva's garden, now no longer some distance from the fortress, is the first actual botanic lawn of Europe, created in 1300. Atrani, Salerno province. Salerno is likewise the gateway to the stunning Amalfi Coast, extending all of the manor to Sorrento. It consists of stunning beach villages, together with Amalfi and Positano, constructed alongside the dramatic shoreline, and well known for lovable seashores, sparkling seafood, aromatic lemon trees, and of path, limoncello. 9. Palermo. Sicily's capital town Palermo is over 27 years vintage, and wealthy in culture, arts, culinary traditions, and of path, records. Palermo is likewise one of the warmest towns in Europe, and it's miles awesome breakout vacation spot in case you're searching out a few sunshine and warmth even at some stage in the wintry weather months. Renowned for its Norman structure because of the Norman conquest of the Middle Ages, Palermo is domestic to many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, such as the Royal Palace, Palazzo della Zisa, Ponte della Miraglio, and 5 church buildings, with the Palermo Cathedral being certainly considered one among them. This makes Sicily the location with the maximum UNESCO websites in Italy, along with the numerous stunning church buildings. Different points of interest really well worth seeing are Villa Giulia, the primary public lawn in Italy, and the fantastic Capuchin catacombs. From past due spring till autumn, Palermo and its environment are awesome seashore destinations. Riserva Naturale dello Zingaro, a stunning herbal reserve, and seashores like Baia dei Francesi with its turquoise waters and rock formations are of many locations to take in the sun. 10. Syracuse, a town well known for Greek and Roman structure. Syracuse is a gem of an Italian town really well worth coming across with inside the southeast of Sicily, with first-rate amphitheaters, church buildings, and well-preserved Greek temple ruins. The whole town of Syracuse is in reality indexed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The tiny island of Ortigia represents the ancient middle of Syracuse and is attached to the mainland through bridges. Here, you may go to the Baroque Cathedral of Syracuse, constructed in area of the Greek Temple of Athena. Here, you may lay eyes on its extraordinary ruins, such as the columns, the ruins of the Temple of Apollo, and Piazza Archimede, with the Fountain of Diana. Syracuse is likewise well known for the Neapolis Archaeological Park, domestic to a complicated of limestone caves, a Greek theater, and plenty of Roman relics. The Ear of Dionysus is a limestone cave formed like a human ear that, consistent with legend, was once a jail for political dissidents to listen in on their plans. The cave is likewise well known for its acoustics, as your voice can echo as much as 16 instances with inside the cave.